Welcome to Independence High School, where your 1 and 2 Eagles are playing against the Hillsboro Burros. And I am Matt Balzer, and I'm with me with a first-time commentator, Coach Luke Finley. How you doing tonight, Luke?
Super psyched, Matt. It's a beautiful night. Friday night lights, baby.
So, and we're kind of looking at a storm cloud coming in, but Hillsboro's going to go ahead and kick it off, and they're going to kind of squib it a little bit. And the Eagles are going to pick it up about the 20. And that was Caden Williams with the picking up the ball, and he was brought down about the 20-yard line. So about as good as a touchback there. So the Eagles come off a tough loss last week. They lost in a shootout to Centennial. Now, I was unable to make the game. Did you make that game last week, Coach?
I did not, Matt.
So I watched some of the highlights from it, and it basically was just an offensive festival out there. So hopefully the offense kind of picks it up. But starting tonight for Independence is a new quarterback this week, and that is Ethan Cash. And because last week the normal quarterback, Nathan Cisco, was knocked out with a concussion, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, it was unfortunate. Very late in the game. The game was already secured, and Nathan took a hard hit, and he's feeling pretty good this week, but it's time for Ethan to take the controls for a week and see how it goes.
Yeah, and it's one of those things because, I mean, it was a clean hit. It was on an interception, and he was trying to make a play, and a player came over and blocked him, so we hope that he's back soon. But next man up hands the ball off to Sheffield, and he is going to lose 5 yards on the play, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 20.
Sheffield on the carry.
So right now, this first possession, I think that they're going to want to probably get their footing here. New quarterback, new game here. Try to see what we can see what they can do. I'm feeling that storm coming in a little bit here.
It feels great right now as long as it stays dry.
Yeah, it's actually kind of nice. So shotgun, going to pass here. And Cash is going to take off, and he's got a little bit of room. And he's going to pick up about 12 on there. And that was a great job from Cash, hanging out in the pocket long enough, and then once it collapsed, left him a nice little hole open, so it brings up a much more manageable 3rd and 8. Now, from what I've heard about Ethan is that he's going to bring more of a run and pass option to his game, which is good. And that was hit down at the line by number 10, Joseph Honeysucker for the Burros. So
Joe Honeysucker knocks the ball down for the Burros. Eagles to punt.
So now we're going to go ahead and punt, which after a penalty and after that 5-yard loss, gaining some positive yards in the next few plays was a pretty good thing to happen.
It's a battle of 2 1 and 2 teams that both are trying to get their footing. And they both had to prepare. I mean, Indy had to prepare for a new offense this week, but Hillsboro had to prepare for a different quarterback as well.
That's true. And nice punt coming off there.
Go to work! Go to work!
And that was good. That was a return by number 15, Darius Smith.
It's going to be a good starting field position for Hillsboro.
So, and Hillsboro's going to be there. It was a good punt, but when you're playing the field position game, if you don't get any first downs, then you're going to lose that field position battle, and that's what's happening here. So Hillsboro kicking off to start the game is now in an ideal situation to hopefully, for their sake, to strike first.
And the emphasis all week for Scott Blade and the team was to work on tackling. That was their big key phrase. They were in the right position last week, but they couldn't finish tackling. So that'll be the emphasis all night long.
So Hillsboro's in shotgun. And the wind is picking up here, so sorry for the mics picking up that wind. We are on top of the box, so we're hoping that the rain does not fall on us, but it might.
We're tough, man. We've got this.
Well, this I know, but I also our viewers need to hear the audio. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 for Hillsborough after that nice little run pickup.
It's been a nice rivalry with Hillsborough. We've had several opportunities to play them in the last few years. It's been some very interesting games,
including some playoff battles.
Yes.
When we were both strong, and including I think our state championship run. It was the closest game we had that whole year.
It was.
So that's going to bring up. That was a nice little run. Again, it's a 4-yard pickup, but the Eagles stop them. So it's going to be a 3rd and 1. Here comes a big play for Indy. I think Hillsborough, if they can pick up the ball in chunks, if they can pick up yardage in chunks like that, they're just going to keep on running the ball up the gut like that all night.
Yeah, Hillsborough's not a high-scoring team for the first 3 games. They've only averaged 17 points a game, but they do like to stick to the ground.
Well, somebody did their research. I'm loving this.
How do you know I didn't make that up, man?
You could have, because of our normal statistician is not here tonight, Clint Giserny, unless he's showing up. He was with me last time doing the game, but we're missing Coach Jay.
All points bulletin. Clint Giserny. They've handed to big number 33, Harold Jemison, the first 3 plays, so he's the workhorse.
And a first pass of the evening, and it looks like he's going to be brought down in the backfield, and that was number 67, Colin Wood.
That's a Hiller bumping and eating.
Great pressure. The pocket collapsed quickly.
That was a good job, and that was in like Coach Blade has to be pleased with the penetration they had on that. So here we go. It's going to be it's like a 2nd and 16. You got a pretty large fullback in there.
They do.
I'm blocking it, and the ball is going to be passed. He's going to catch it, and it looks like he's going to be just. Are they going to give it to him? Looks like they're going to give him the.
Chains are not moving yet.
I don't know.
That's a well-thrown ball, well-timed.
It was, so that's a first down play.
They're quick to the line as well.
And they're going to go ahead and run it again. And that time, not much doing. He's going to be picking up about 4 yards still. But it was a good job for Independence to recognize that they were trying to hurry him up there.
Jemison's not interested in going outside. He's going right up the middle.
Yeah,
but his legs keep churning.
Yeah. So it's going to be a pass. There's a flag on the play. And so we're going to see what that is. It's in the backfield, so I wonder.
Pass intended for Burris, incomplete for the Burrows.
Is there a flag or not?
Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
There's a lot of yellow on the field, Matt. Belongs to Hillsborough, though. Nope, there was a penalty. You're right.
Oh, I think it was a sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
I like that. May be my favorite. Yeah, that
signal.
may be my favorite referee signal, because he's like, it's like, you know, move along. I am in favor. I'm in favor of that.
I want more of those.
Yeah.
More sideline warnings, please.
Well, I don't know if it's not a warning. I've only ever seen the warning be given. Is it like more intense if it's if it's like a non-warning? So we declined there was no penalty on that because it was just a warning. So this brings up a 3rd and 6.
He looks like a flightless bird out there.
And
good pressure again.
And like the pass gets off, but way long. Now I'm impressed so far with the pressure that the line's able to get. So now Hillsborough's kind of in no man's land here. I'm not sure how good their kicker is, but it'd be about a 47-yard field goal. So my guess is this is in
four-down territory.
Go for it territory, unless you have
pooch punt,
like a Landon Foster on your team.
Right. Those don't grow on trees.
No.
They are going, or at least lining up to go. Indy has to stay disciplined here.
So off to pass, and they're going to get him just short. That was great.
That's close.
That is going to be about 2 yards short, and that was a great job by the Eagles. And I want to say that was like the play that kind of broke it and held it back. Drew Cannon was able to recognize that it was going to be a screen and one of those little curl screens, and then like he didn't go for the quarterback.
He stayed in his lane.
He stayed in his lane, and that saved the possession for Independence, because now Independence has okay field position at the 28-yard line.
Hillsboro's going to chew up clock.
And there's going to be an offsides on that, or not. And nice run by Colby Logan. And I guess they didn't call an offsides on that, but I missed it.
I thought he jumped too.
So Colby Logan found a nice little run on the side there. And once again, now they're starting to they needed to get a little warmed up, get in the motion of the game.
Calm down, Easton.
Yeah.
Did you have butterflies in your first game yet?
I only played football my freshman year. Oh. TJ Sheffield with the catch there. And the Hillsboro players just tackled themselves. So now to answer your question, my size may not look it, but I was not in fact a football player.
You were a tennis maestro.
Well, I was a basketball and tennis player.
Excellent.
So, you know. And hand it off to Logan again, and he's going to keep on pushing up there. So there's another flag on the play. A little bit of laundry.
Looks like some holding potentially.
Illegal shift on Indy. So it's going to be a 5 yards tacked onto that. So did you play football? I mean, you're built. I mean, like you're built like a place kicker.
I played Tecmo Bowl.
Hey man, Tecmo Bowl. See, like of course I played with the Chiefs.
Yeah, but I had Bo Jackson. It was the Raiders.
See, I had Christian Okoye.
Oh, nice.
My brother met Bo Jackson last night.
Really?
Yeah, really. And the pass for Sheffield.
Oh.
And that was a great pass by Cash.
It was.
That was in a place where only Sheffield could catch it, but good defense by Hillsboro. Obviously, knowing that Purdue commit TJ Sheffield is the biggest weapon on Independence. They have two guys on him probably constantly.
Long. Which means somebody else doesn't.
Right. And you're going to see TJ just on the field creates just matchup issues with everybody.
You know, last week's game was like 3.5 hours long. Tonight's moving at a much crisper pace.
So Logan with the ball, nice little hole up the middle. It's going to pick up 5 yards. So it looks like with some of the injuries that we have, the workhorse, like it's going to be a Sheffield Logan.
It does
night right now, and that's good. I mean, like having it like the offense for Independence is I believe one of the deepest that we've had.
Well, Colby Logan's a talented senior. Isaiah Collier, that 1-2 punch of having them both is a lot more flexibility. So you're right. Colby's going to get to handle more of the workload with Isaiah being dinked up. Is dinked a word?
And oh, nice pass again. It was deflected. So now Independence is looking at a 4th and 11. But once again, I'm impressed by Cash's arm on that play.
He is. His timing's good.
Timing's good, and it was had some speed on it. And Cash is a junior, so we're going to look at him in the future. And he may be our quarterback next year.
He may be.
So they're going for it on 4th.
Good pressure.
And Cash is going to throw the ball.
Oh.
And there's a flag, and they're going to go ahead and get pass interference on that because that contact was a little bit too early. And there was contact.
In Hillsborough defense, that might have been just a little bit high to catch.
Well, he was in the process of jumping.
He might have been. And if he has a 80-inch vertical leap, he would have hauled that in.
So that's going to bring up a first down for Independence. In high school, is that a 10-yard penalty or 15? 15, I believe, right? Pass interference?
We're at the 25. Yep, 15.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know, with all the different rule changes and everything, it's like kind of getting.
We just turned penalties off in Tech, Matt. I don't know this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know. So going to hand the ball off again.
There's the flag's probably for motion. Flag on the sideline.
Another. Yeah, it looks like it's probably going to be another illegal shift. Yeah.
Yes, you're correct.
And this kind of happens. This is kind of what happens when you have some newer players out there. The timing just isn't the same.
But this is our third procedure penalty in this quarter, so that's got to drive Coach Blade crazy.
Well, I'm not saying it's understandable. It's not good.
It's understandable, but not good.
Illegal shift on the Eagles.
So it brings up 1st and 15.
First down.
It is an interesting look. It is a slower, we're not getting it to lines quickly, more methodical, but it has been effective on this drive for sure.
Cash back to pass. Looks like he's going to pull this one up and pick up about 4 yards. Probably the wise decision on that, and I like his decision making because he didn't like waver at all. He's like, I'm running, and that's a smart thing to do because the moment you start wavering and leave that ball out there, that's when turnovers happen.
He is stepping into the pocket and going up the middle. That's the sign of a confident quarterback. He's not freelancing. He's, like you said, it almost looks not designed, but once he decides, he's going.
Mm-hmm. Second and about 13.
He already has more yards than Matt Ryan did last night.
And that's Logan again, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, but a manageable 6 on this.
It is, and they are knocking into that gray area where a kick wouldn't be out of the question either.
Yeah. Well, it depends on, like the wind has died down a little bit, and hopefully that rain has gone north of us.
For the Eagles.
And we'll see. We'll see what they do here.
Timeout.
And there is going to be a timeout. Hillsborough not liking their matchups on that. So Coach, what are you thinking here?
Timeout, Hillsborough.
Manageable, like you said, 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, the last couple times we've gone to the air. You know, obviously they think we're going to Sheffield. We think we're going to Sheffield. So, I mean, I guess you let your best athlete make a play here.
Well, during this timeout, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to all of my students that are out here. Matt Catlett and Caleb West running the cameras up here. A couple of my students, they're both in level 2. Down on the director, the director's chair that's doing graphics is Maddox King, and then directing tonight is Sam Wild. A bunch of level 2s tonight, just running up this game here. So I'm pumped about this because no seniors working for me. So that means that the future is bright for our football coverage.
Well, it's been bright every year. I hate to
hey,
blow up your ego, but
let's go back 11 years and
it's been a good ride, Matt.
The standard definition days. So
480p.
But here we go. So it's 3rd and 7, 2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and this is a big play right now for Independence.
You don't have to get it all on this down.
And
whoops.
And it looks like.
Uh-oh.
You see that too?
I did. It was just a bright flash, Matt. It was a bright camera flash.
There's a little bit of a rain thing. I'm going to kind of check the radar here, even though when you are watching this game.
Okay, we are attempting a field goal.
So this is going to be about a 38-yard field goal.
Weston Landry to attempt the field goal for the Eagles.
Weston's got the range.
So if you can judge the wind. And the kick is up. And it is good.
Beautiful.
I will tell you this. I mean, I'm a fan of the special teamers.
That was good from 45, Matt.
Yeah, I'm a fan because to me, that's a tough position to be in. You know, the loneliness of the kicker.
Yeah, the student section's giving them a good shout out. Kickers don't get much credit, so way to go, Weston.
So checking the radar here because we want to know if we're going to have to.
It's just heat lightning.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what it is. You know that as an outdoor coach.
You know, from up here, Matt, the Kona ice truck is the most interesting thing I have seen in a long time.
The LED
Strobing
lights.
LED lights. If that doesn't make you want to buy, look at the line down there.
All right, so now we're going to kick off. Love to get those points on the board there.
Yeah.
Kind of a different feel to this game than last week's. I don't think that 100 points is going to hit the board tonight.
I think that's by design. It was an exhausting thing for them to go through last week. It was a 7-point game at the half. I mean, we were up, and it just got
I
away.
think the Eagles were up until even in the fourth quarter. Centennial rallied off 21 straight.
It was the wheels kind of fell off there. And there's another thing Weston Landry gives you. How many touchbacks is this year? I mean, he puts it in the end zone every time.
To me, that just immediately takes so much weaponry off the field for teams that are fast. And it makes it just so, and it's like,
it's an 80-yard field.
I would be on the kickoff team if Weston Landry was my kicker because I wouldn't have to do anything. So the coach would put me, because, you know, balls are once you get some play out there, and then, like, so I go out there just for that and basically just get my sprints in.
You're looking to hit somebody, there's nobody to hit.
Oh, I think we may be calling this game in a bit.
It's looking not good.
So we're going to see. The referees are the ones that make the call on this. The officials are the ones that make the call. So we saw a lightning strike, but not sure how close it was. I think it's within 15 miles is the rule. 10 miles is the rule.
10 miles.
Is 10 the new rule?
It is.
It used to be 6.
It has moved to 10, so that makes the halo a little bit broader for safety.
So let's hope that lightning is far away.
Number 33, once again, getting a heavy workload here in the first quarter. Jemison, I think that's his 6th handoff, 6th carry in the first quarter. So far, Indy responsible of staying in the lanes and bottling him up, but he churns those legs. He really is a strong running back.
So 3rd and 5. And they're going to hand it off. It looks like an option. And
hit his own guy.
So, but that's going to be a first down.
He ran into his own blocker and might have got some more.
Williams on the tackle for the Eagles.
So Hillsborough played Gallatin last week. Can you imagine all the green and yellow that would have been? It's just too much green and yellow.
The wave?
The wave. The wannabe Green Bay Packers. If you like the Packers, it's a classic uniform.
You know what? Yeah, if we were playing Notre Dame, it'd be the same sort of issue.
Right, too much blue and gold.
All right, so.
Wow, that's a big hit.
I got to see who was on that play. See, I have troubles reading these numbers.
Across the field, they're just hard.
On the run, no gain.
42.
Zach Smith.
Zach Smith, okay.
Attaboy, Zach.
Okay.
That's the second time in a row they went with that option. This time the quarterback kept it again. They were ready for it. That was a quick moving fast first quarter.
And that's the first quarter's over.
Folks, your score to finish 3, Hillsborough 0.
so curious.
Hey folks, Independence High School would like to give a special thank you to the IHS Touchdown Committee.
Well, I can tell you that my Lightning app is not correct.
Stephanie Manus Finance and Jennifer Jones
Yes,
Secretary.
so close. It's
EDC
right on the
like to recognize the
verge.
game day crew: Mike Carpenter, Scott Bowden, Bill Cisco, Jeff Hines, Mike Huber,
think my app needs
Rick
updating.
Reed, Buck Phillips, Chad Runyon, Bo Seaman, and Rusty Wood. We'd also like to say thank you to Judy Cisco and all the volunteers who helped out on such a great tailgate.
So looking at this storm, hoping it doesn't hit us.
According to my Doppler radar expertise, it appears to be moving east,
It's north of us,
north and east.
and it's like the cell that would get us is moving north. So I think we're going to be in the clear tonight. We just got the breeze from it, and it's good.
Yes. On an early September night, you take the breeze.
So 2nd and 11 on here. Right now, the defense for Independence has really stepped up to the challenge, and that's something that I really, I think is going to make Coach Blade happy.
All right, we have an official's stoppage here. This could be bad news. This is bad news.
Okay. Looks like we're going to have a lightning delay. And so we're going to wait for what's going on. Okay, welcome back. We are now fresh off of about a 45-minute lightning delay. Here at home, you saw absolutely no time has passed. And we're about ready to start up the second quarter. And the Eagles are beating the Burros 3-0. And this is a little bit different, how these teams are going to react after that little bit of a break. So, Luke, a little bit of a change of plan. It's going to be a little bit later night tonight.
It is. We'll see if we can get the midnight oil burning here.
Yeah.
We'll see if
what was their big song in the 80s, Midnight Oil? Didn't they have that bald lead singer guy?
You were too busy listening to The Cure.
Huh? Oh, you listened to The Cure?
I said you were too busy listening to The Cure.
I know there was The Cure, but you were a Robert Smith fan. So
I tried to do my hair like that, but no makeup.
I just get up this way. Okay. So Hillsboro's got the ball. It's a 2nd and 11.
Well, they had plenty of time to make defensive adjustments if they wanted to.
I think we needed some more offensive adjustments.
Yes, you're correct.
So, but that was a very fast quarter. So we're hoping that right now this quarter goes by fast. Now I wonder, the rain was north of us. I have a feeling that the other games that are going on in the county are still on the lightning delay.
Probably, yeah, north of us. You're probably right.
And they're going to come off passing. Short little slant. It's going to pick up about 5 yards. I think the Hillsboro band took off.
Everyone took off. It was a mass exodus.
So here we go. It's going to be a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, it says on the board.
Big number 33, good run.
And he found a hole, he went for it. And that's going to pick up about 10 yards in a first down.
That'll be a Burrow first down.
That's 6'1", 218 coming at you.
So they're going to play this hurry up here, and this time, not so much as I believe Jack Phillips on the tackle on there was able to find a little crease in the line there and get the tackle for a very short gain for the Burros.
They're picking up the pace, so they're getting to the line much quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, coming to the line.
Yeah, they're getting to the line quicker, but they are. So he's going to pass it on this. Once again, one of those little short passes. The ball was fumbled.
I think that's just incomplete.
And they're going to call it incomplete. Let's see what they say on the field. And they're going to say incomplete pass and not have possession of the ball.
You know, Matt, on their first possession, he threw a couple of good route slants, 15, 20 yards over the middle. They're going way more conservative, but I wonder if they'll try to air it out again anytime soon.
You think they might? Yeah. I mean, because, like,
we're stacking the box.
Yeah. So ball right at midfield. And it's a 3rd and 9, so this would be a big stop for the Eagles. And he's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught.
It's close.
And this is going to be, I believe, enough for a first down.
Reception back to Reed Thomas.
He was the second option on the route. He was not the plan, but he came open. It was a good decision. You know, this is the second consecutive night for a game on this field. It's a middle school game here last night.
Oh, nice. Who was it Heritage?
It's Hillsborough and someone.
Oh, Hillsborough. Nice. And so run up the middle. And going to be once again a short gain.
Oh, the band is back, Matt.
Okay, I was wondering. I was worried. I was worried. I mean, you got to have a little pep.
Got to have some pep.
So ball's passed out to the flat there. Closed in, but took a bad line. Going to be about a 4-yard gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and manageable. So Eagles need to get a stop on a 3rd down here. They've been unlucky. 2 clutch 3rd down conversions on this drive for the Burros.
And we are entering 4-down territory probably.
Hey, Eagles fans, it's 3rd down.
It's on some base there.
My man Joe Deo with the call there. So 33.
He's close.
He's going to get it with that surge from the line.
Good second effort.
It's a good play. And now they're going to move the sticks again.
Jemison on the carry for the Burros up to 1st down.
Again, chewing the clock up.
Handing the ball off. And so, yeah, we're coming down to less than 8 minutes. So a 1/3 of the quarter has already gone by on this drive. So, I mean, definitely when this game is happening, it is going by quick. If there is no more lightning, then we're going to be in good shape.
The only thing that can stop Jemison right now is lightning.
No kidding. And the Eagles have anybody named Lightning?
Lightning McQueen, by chance?
Okay, ball was handed off and taken down. It's going to be another 1st down. And so now 1st and 10 from the 19 with 7:19 remaining.
Out by Williams. The Burros 1st down.
Eagles making substitutions, trying to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Which I do know that they're rotating defensive linemen in and out more. Oh, ball's on the ground. And the Eagles are going to pick that up.
Yes.
And there's a Hillsborough player. A little slow to get up, but I think he's just mad that he ran the wrong play.
Yeah.
And so that was miscommunication, and the Eagles are benefits of the game's first turnover. And so great heads-up play to fall on the ball immediately when it hit the ground. And that's one of the things that happens, that it just obviously one play was called and there was one player that was not running that play, and then it was right on the handoff too.
Yeah, they'll look at that on film this week, and somebody will be a little bit upset at themselves.
Yeah. I'm sure a player's hearing about it on the sideline right now.
I would imagine.
So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Eagles after that turnover. And and that play was red. So it looks like Is that 38 for the Burros?
Yeah, he was in.
Or 30, Jalen Macon with the play, and I tell you what, or 36. I want to get the name.
Interior. Yeah.
That is not listed. So he probably is a ringer brought in.
He should be listed. He was.
That was it. Yeah, that was a good play. So all right.
Good pressure.
And that was a good job. So Cash did a good job recognizing, and there was definitely pursuit behind him, but he definitely made something out of nothing on that play. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8, but much better than a 3rd and 14, which is what was going to happen if he got sacked.
So Cash just comes to the sideline, and who is lining up under center, Matt?
I can't read these numbers, Coach.
This is an interesting call here. It's a designed run.
And he's going to be taken down.
I think that was Chase Robertson on the design run.
I think you're right. And so trying a little something different there. And, you know, I don't disagree with doing that because having nothing really going for you.
Is this our first punt of the game?
Second.
It's
going to be a little bit shorter than the first one, and the ball's going to hit the ground and stop about the 48-yard line. So Hillsborough, after the turnover, you know, really kind of
dodged the bullet.
Yeah, the damage wasn't too bad.
Rigby's punt just goes to midfield. Burrow's going to set up shop, 1st and 10.
All right, taking eyes on if number 33 gets this or not. I'm putting number 33 in my fantasy team this week.
I mean, you should.
Guaranteed.
He's definitely going to get more carries than Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, oh boy.
So back to pass. And wide open.
Wow.
And he's brought down for about a gain of about 15. Looked like a little missed coverage on that play.
So. There's a little 5-yard bubble that no one was within. Good hole.
Okay, so there is once again Jemison.
Logan and Caden Williams on the stop for the Eagles, but that's a Burrows 1st down.
They are hurrying again.
And this time they were able to stop him up.
We got a flag on the far sideline, though.
It's got to be shift or something.
I think so.
You know, I tell you this, when they snap the ball quickly, the Eagles have done a really good job.
At least of getting it, yeah.
Oh, no.
The procedures have stopped in this quarter compared to the first. Hillsborough was clapping, though, so we'll see.
I believe it was offsides in the Eagles.
Might have caught us. Yeah.
Illegal participation penalty on the Eagles.
Illegal participation. I wish I knew what that call was.
The symbol for that's not nearly as good as the sideline warning.
Is it not? Okay,
no.
Sideline warning is my. You know, it's
this
a good
one.
one.
Just put your hand
actually,
across your chest.
the clipping one, where you lift up the leg, it looks like that Fortnite dance the kids love to do, and kind of finds the edge. And it's going to bring up. They're going to be 1st and goal from about the 9-yard line. And Hillsborough's able to move the ball a little bit here.
But you see on this drive, they're getting to the edge on the outside. They've stopped pounding it up the middle, and now they're trying to get to the edge. A little bit more speed on this attack. They're getting some of the receivers involved in the running game.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to go ahead and hand the ball off again. and taken down about the 6-yard line.
I don't have a number 2 in my program. He is also unnamed. They have some of the best unnamed players in football.
I mean,
these guys are getting it done.
so 2nd and 6, 2nd and goal from the 6. And going back to him again. Pick up about 1 there. Here's a big 3rd and goal.
He's knocking on heaven's door.
GNR, Dylan.
I was thinking GNR.
Okay, me too. And he's going to pass a fade.
Oh.
And overthrew him. No flag.
Little contact, but it was the receiver turning into the defender more than anything else.
So are they going to go for the...
They are looking at that sideline like, what do we do, coach?
And TJ Sheffield's coming in for defense here. They want their best athletes out there, and Hillsboro's bringing in a big man up front.
Well, this is a huge
to me that's the Sheffield, and then for Hillsboro coming in to block ahead was Dalen Moore. And
they're showing run all the way, but we'll see. Timeout.
Timeout, Hillsboro.
I'm not sure they like what they saw either.
So, okay, so 3 minutes and 53 seconds left. This is a big. Ooh, hey, there we go. We just found out here. Once again, this will not affect our viewers at home, but the delay is only going to be a 10-minute delay for us at halftime, so.
That's exciting news up here.
Oh, it's maybe the best news of the day.
It is. That's good stuff.
But, I feel like, because we had this lightning delay, and we didn't have any rain because all the rain was north of us. And so it was really kind of, it was, the best part about it is that it cooled off outside.
Yeah, we just tailgated while we waited for weather to pass.
The administration here for faculty, we have our own faculty tailgate, and so the rest of the faculty went inside, but we kind of were able to get some waters. It was kind of nice. So here we go, big play. Big play for the Burros.
They're looking jumbo again, Matt.
So, and here comes, and it's going to be a pass.
What?
Incomplete, and the Eagles are going to take over on downs. And the defense comes up big when they need to, and the Eagles do what many teams have to do, and that is they bend but do not break.
Yeah,
if they can make those plays like that, it's going to be good.
He threw that into double coverage, and he threw it so high it wound up with 4 guys going up for it. That was kind of a lost cause.
Well, at that position, but the Eagles they had a blitz on, and so it looked like that he had to get that ball out quick. And for him to get the ball out it was a good possession. So here we go.
With the new quarterback here, you have to be careful not to make a mistake down here.
And safe to hand the ball off.
Yes.
And
looks like more
Colby. It was Logan again. Logan's done a good job tonight.
He has.
And he's not putting up Madden numbers, but he's definitely getting the job done on the ground.
You're just one Sheffield play away from just a big one, and that could really energize the crowd.
Yeah.
Yes,
and I have to say, speaking of the crowd, I'm impressed.
Whoops.
Miscommunication on that one. I'm impressed by our student section. Once again, not many of them left.
You can't drive these kids off.
So here we go. Mortal Kombat's being played by the band. And here we go, 3rd down, and that's going to be a first down Eagles.
We have seen several of those tonight, both ways. On 3rd and 4, that hurts a lot defensively.
Yeah, because you're just like, it's like all that work you do in those first 2 downs.
That's hard to chew. Student section currently informing him that he cannot do that.
It's good for them to let the other team know. So here we go. Pass on this play, and it's going to Sheffield. Oh! And as you were saying, there we go. That was like, that's good to see from Cat. You have to have that connection.
And that's what you were saying earlier. That ball was not going to be caught by anybody except for Sheffield. He almost outthrew Sheffield, which is hard to do as fast as he is.
It's true. So, but TJ and also TJ laying out for that was a great catch. So Logan able to stay up on that. Runs into Coach Gary Tucker on the field there.
He's the immovable option.
I tell you what. Love Coach Tucker. I've had Coach Tucker in my classroom. Love Coach Tucker.
Yeah, bounced that one off pretty easily.
And I would not want to run into him.
So Cash has aired it out 2 in a row here to the left side.
Hey, I mean, they got some confidence in him. Handing it off to TJ. See if he can make something out there. He hits the corner, and he's going to go out of bounds, getting 5 yards. Wisely. I mean, he doesn't need to try to get those extra 2 yards on first down, and I think it's smart to kind of save yourself from getting another hit because
as thin as the Eagles' offense is tonight, you also have to be wise about getting out when the yards have expired. Hit that chalk.
All right. Logan again. He's going to drive forward for another first down. And the Eagles right now have flipped field position.
They have.
And they've moved about 65 yards in this possession and done it quickly and done it both through the ground and through the air, which is absolutely ideal. You know, if you're a coach, because if you can have both facets of your game open, especially with a quarterback that is getting his first action of the year, first starting action, it is really good to kind of feel comfortable in calling your playbook. So
great block on the outside.
Oh, nice move.
Excellent.
And he's going to go to the end zone. That's Brian Pierce. And what made that play? Nice
TJ's
throw.
block was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Sheffield
with a
just
block.
blew his guy up.
But Pierce, making that first move to cut to the middle, was able to open up that, and then once again going all the way downfield with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Eagles have put it up to a 2-possession lead.
That's how you gain the respect of your teammates. He's a 4-star recruit, but my goodness, when you go out and you throw a block like that and get one of your teammates to score, that's tough-nosed football.
You become a 4-star recruit because you can do it all.
Exactly. Well done.
So
good for Ethan Cash to cash in and get his first touchdown of the season.
Yeah, it was a nice throw, nice catch. Just a heck of a job.
See how I said cash in? Is that a poorly used pun? Should I stay away from that?
Well, you got to understand something. There is no such thing as a poorly used pun when it's a IHS media broadcast. They're all poorly used puns.
I'm not calling him Ethan Cash money yet, so I mean, the bottom of the barrel is still there.
I mean, if you can check it, you can cash it. So we just, I mean, there's too much. I'm sure Ethan is going to love this.
You know what else is weird about this match? It doesn't feel like a 10-0 game.
No, it really doesn't.
I feel like Hillsborough has been pretty competitive.
Well, it's 2 possessions, but, you know, the scores are at a premium right now. And it's a touchback.
Again.
Once again, if I was out there, I'd be in charge of getting the tee.
Safest job in the field.
I would just be like, all right, I'll just hang back by the tee, guys. It's gonna be And then hopefully there's not like a forward wind or something. So here we go. So the Eagles,
with 2 minutes. Yeah.
2 minutes. They want, I think, ideally going in at halftime with a 10-point lead right now, and making sure that they can hold Hillsborough without doing anything.
Remember, also Hillsborough had to burn 2 of their timeouts because they didn't like what they saw, so they have even less time to work with. Indy with their full complement.
And nice little tackle, but it's going to be a big pickup of 8 yards. I think the Eagles will be happy on giving
5 and 6 right now.
5 and 6 yards and just keep that clock kind of moving but Hillsborough gets the ball after halftime because then Indy returns the first one.
That's right. Hillsborough's not in a huge hurry right now.
No. And the ball off, and he's got a little bit of room over there, and he's going to be brought down out of bounds. So that's going to stop the clock and have a first down with 1:23 remaining.
Phillips and Manis tackling for the Eagles.
It's hard to get into that flow of this game when you take an hour break, take a 10-minute break. It's hard for these players to just get a feel for this game.
Yeah. So pass out to the flat there, and there is a lot of room there. And Logan with the, it looks like the point-saving tackle on that.
It was. Logan's been everywhere tonight, but that was a score saver.
Burrows with the reception. Kobe Logan on the stop for the Eagles. First and 10, Burrows. Just over a minute to go in the
So
half.
now it's looking like Hillsborough's been able to move the ball
inside the 40.
So now is a situation where the Eagles really need to step up and just hold them here. So about another 6-yard game.
And all 6 after contact.
So, and this is the point.
We have a Hillsborough player down.
And the clock stops with a player down.
I think it's number 33, Jemison.
And that would be a big,
Harold Jemison is the injured
big loss for them.
Player down on the field.
He rolled around a couple of times, and
so I hope he's okay. You don't want anybody to get injured in Hillsborough in this game. It's I would say he's been the best player on the field for them tonight.
I agree. He is willing to take a hit too. On that play, it looked like he was doing the tackling. He put his head down and pushed the pile back. Pending his health, it's going to bring up another interesting call. 2nd and 4 with a minute to go.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see how. So hopefully he can get up here. I'm not exactly sure what they're looking at.
Both trainers on the field from both teams.
Let's go ahead and give a shout out to our amazing trainer, Brandy Mangrum. Been here since the school opened as trainer, am I correct?
Seems like it. As long as I've been coaching, she's.
Yeah, and you've been here 1 year more than me.
Yeah, that's all I can remember.
So while we have a little time here, he's getting up, but your cross-country team's doing pretty well this year. You're coaching both the boys and the girls this year.
We're off to a good start. We have an ambitious schedule, traveling 4 or 5 different states. We have a meet coming up in Atlanta where we're going to take on 8 states at once. So we're going to take some L's, but we're definitely.
Well, that's how you get going. So
now he is coming to our sideline.
So they removed his helmet.
He may be going into protocol.
I have a feeling that he is. And like at this point, going back to the locker room is probably a good choice. So let's wish the best for him.
Absolutely.
You don't want the team's best players to go out.
He's moving well. He's coming to our sideline.
Yeah.
So he's going to receive care on Indy's sideline.
So he is going to the trainer's table, and
Second down for
so it looks like they are looking at possible concussion. So let's hope that he's okay. But now we got a minute and 1 second remaining. We're going to start the clock, and
let's see what the option they have in the backfield now.
So number 2, who we don't know the name.
Wow.
Now he's a different type of back.
He very much is. We were talking about Tecmo Bowler. Did you see that spin move at the 20?
Yeah, that was a little speed there.
That was a change curveball. This is the second time in this quarter they've been down in this neighborhood. They really need something to show for it.
So the clock is running now with 35 seconds. This is where not having those timeouts is really going to come into play, because they don't have a lot of options. So 25 seconds remaining, and that's going to be 5 yards. Somebody got a little too excited there, and that gives us to get a couple different players on the field. TJ's coming out on the field, and
Full start offense.
Yeah, a receiver took off.
And Carter Runyon's coming off field. You don't
Number
see
7,
that too often. He was like, I'm hoping, whoa.
Number 7 was gone, but the ball wasn't.
So clock is moving again. There's 20 seconds remaining. And back to pass. And he's going to go for the end zone.
That's out of the corner. Whoops.
And good defense on that play to turn your body and watch the ball come in and just make sure.
That was a relatively well-thrown ball for the heat he was under.
So that was a good job there.
Is that a flag, Matt, on the field?
Looks like it.
He stepped up into the pocket pretty well because we were coming.
So I'm looking at that. And 10 seconds to go.
They're marking it off on Indy.
So I wonder if it was a late hit.
It looks like a 5-yard variety.
It looks like half the distance of the goal.
Right.
And an automatic first. So I have a feeling it was a late hit.
You're right, roughing the passer.
So
that is also a mistake you don't want to make at this juncture of the quarter.
Nope. So 10 seconds to go. And this is a big couple plays here.
1 timeout left. 2 plays maybe. Same corner. Just overthrew him.
So 6 seconds left.
Second down, 6.3 seconds.
Does Indy take a timeout here, or do they just let this thing go?
Oh, they let it. They maybe.
They've got him in the pocket if they need it. Do you think in a million years about just trying to get 3 points on the board to get something here?
You do, but I mean, like, the only thing that we've seen from Hillsborough in their kicking game was the squib kick. And so do you put it to, like, do you get it to where it's a one-possession game, or do you try to, like, go 7 or bust?
Yeah, obviously you want the 7, but it's going to hurt if they can't get something.
And good penetration, and the Eagles are going to bring him down, and that's going to end the quarter.
Great job.
So let's see if they're able to get a timeout off.
Drew.
So it looks like hold on.
Did they get it?
They called a timeout, so there's going to be one.
That was pretty impressive getting a timeout off right there.
So it looked like about 1 second left, I'm guessing. And
can we go into the hood and check that one? I'm not sure.
I mean, it's one of those things to where, you know, the hometown clock did probably was pretty easy, pretty slow to turn it off.
It was.
Timeout was called before time expired. There will be 2 seconds put back on the clock. Again, timeout, Hillsborough.
I remember back in the day, you couldn't just type in like 2 seconds. You could only do like 8 minutes, 16. Imagine going up and start at 8 minutes. All right, we got 7 minutes and 58 seconds to get this clock down.
That's when they say we're keeping time on the field.
So here we go, 3rd and 17. So now they're kind of out of field goal range, and like the Eagles are just going to basically
sit back and
they're going to just keep the ball in front of them and out of the end zone.
Hope he doesn't throw one of those Aaron Rodgers things up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, true. I don't know why I was going with that.
If you're a Detroit Lions fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do. If you're a Detroit Lions fan, then you've seen a lot of pain.
Snatched a lot of a defeat from the jaws of victory. This looks a little chaotic coming out of a timeout.
And here we go. Last play of the quarter. And the quarterback's going to throw it.
Short.
And he's going to throw it. It's going to be incomplete because it's out of bounds.
Right.
And it was short of the end zone anyway. So the Eagles go in at halftime as leaders of 10-0 over the Hillsboro Burros. We will be back in a flash. All right, welcome back. We're about ready to start the third quarter after the
shortest halftime in football history.
Thank goodness for that. I feel bad for the bands, though, because the bands go out there and they do their halftime shows, but with the 10-minute halftime, neither of the bands went out there this week.
But they were cranking it.
They were cranking it, man. The Hillsboro band showing out some John Williams, as you were kind of pointing out. It's kind of nice.
E.T., man, I could see him flying on his bicycle. So I guess the big story right now is number 3, Jemison is still on the independent sideline talking to trainers. He's on his feet and he's walking around, but he doesn't have a helmet.
They were looking into his eyes, and so that's definitely, I mean, no, let me go ahead and tell you this. I have not been to medical school, nor have I taken a science class in like the last 20 years.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
Exactly. I'm like Fletch, when it comes to being a doctor. But looking at the eyes and those kind of things makes me think that it was a concussion protocol. Now the coach has taken him off, and we're going to see. Hillsboro's going to return this kick, and we're going to see what's happening. It looks like he's going back in the locker room. That's a bummer because
for Hillsboro. He had been incredibly effective in the first half.
And here's the kickoff, and
wow,
easiest play in the game.
This guy's a machine. The biggest story tonight would be if Landry didn't get a touchback.
Yeah. So let's see. Maybe he's not going in. No, he's going to the sideline, but it does not look like he's in any sort of hurry.
No.
And so I'm assuming that he's done for the night, which is just too bad. You just don't like that. So, but Hillsboro's going to get the ball at the 20.
It gives their guys an opportunity to have someone else step up, though.
That's true, which the Eagles have definitely, because last week with Cisco going down.
Similar situation, you're right.
And, when one of your best players goes out, you have to have somebody go in there. And right now, a different type of complemental back is in there.
I want this guy's name.
It's number 2. The only number 2 I see in the roster is T.J. Sheffield.
Maybe he's changing uniforms really quick.
And there's an injury for the Eagles. And 57? Is that 57?
It looks like 57.
That is Drew Cannon.
Oh, and Drew is the one who made that huge sack to end the first half.
Uh-huh. So hopefully it's something easy.
He's favoring his ankle.
They're going to hand the ball off. And 2 is definitely, he's quick. He can move, he can stop on a dime.
He slashes.
And so
Williams on the carry. That's the Burrows first.
He's got a little Tyreek Hill in him for you.
I'm not quite sure he's that quick.
He is a slasher, though.
Well, when Tyreek Hill was running in college, I'm a Chiefs fan for those who don't know me. When he was running in college, he actually, the best race he had, he would have finished like 7th place in the Olympics.
I'll take that.
I'm just
every Sunday.
All right. And he's going to pass wide open and pick up about, that was a very favorable spot. Pick up 10 yards on the play.
Again, though, Eagles kind of in that soft zone over there. He just sits down in it. 10 easy yards.
I think they're just trying to keep players in front of them because that was burning them last week.
True. But Hillsborough, again, finding ways to click on the offense here, even missing a major cog.
And they're going to run it with 2 again. And so, okay, so that's going to be 6-yard gain on that. Ask them to. So we're trying to find out. We have some Hillsborough coaches next to us. We're trying to find number 2's name. So
number 2 is Darian Williams for Hillsborough.
Darian Williams. Okay, so Williams. And tell you what, Williams has come in and stepped up for Jamison and done a good job. So they're going to hand it off to somebody different this time. Williams tries to get.
That didn't work.
And great job by the Eagles there.
That looked like a busted play, Matt, because he cut in front of number 2, and there was no one to block. He looked like he outran his coverage.
So Williams, yeah.
I might have been a little too excited to take the ball.
And kind of slower getting to the ball there, but that makes it a 3rd and long. And all it takes is just getting one stop. So here is 3rd and long. And back for a pass, and just wide open on the side there. You got way too much time to be able to get that pass off, and picked up about 14 on the play. That's playing off just a little bit too much on that one.
We've seen that 3 times this half where they've thrown across the field and just a pretty big bubble.
And so the players are there, but they're just playing off so far. So here we go, 1st and 10. They're going to hand the ball off. Looks like Williams again.
That's how you stop him.
And great job by the defensive line on that. And I don't know, and here this is what's going to be interesting as the play kind of moves along, because I'm not sure how much action Williams has seen, but he's going to be the featured back for the rest of the game. And so if that's the case, then he may fatigue a little bit if he's not used to this kind of workload.
He may. Chase Robertson also just came off on that, and looked like he was favoring his arm. It's turning into a war of attrition here. A lot of bodies are hitting the ground here since halftime. A lot. And neither team really can afford that right now.
Nope. And hand off on that play. And
good.
Nice play.
He says he has the ball. Nice try.
Hey, you can do it. So 3rd and about 7 on this.
Alex Becker comes out of the sack with the ball. Look what I found, Mom.
So now they're going to throw the ball. It's a screen pass. And he's going to.
I'm not a face. Nope.
Zach Smith on the tackle for the Eagles.
And let's see where they spot this.
Moving the chains.
Man, they're just.
It's a reoccurring thing. They are throwing to the far side, and there's just no one over there in coverage.
And it's always on 3rd down. The 3rd down conversions for Hillsborough has been pretty dang good.
Like 50%-ish.
Yeah. So, if not more.
Clinton Giserne, where are you? What's our 3rd down percent conversion?
Statistician. Well, the lightning delay, Giserne had to take his 2 beautiful children home.
Oh, I understand.
So handoff.
That didn't go anywhere.
To the fullback. Well, I mean.
Good second effort.
It's a pretty big player there. He just kind of had to fall over. He did. I mean, momentum there.
He had the brightest shoes on the field. It was easy to follow that.
So number 34, I want to get him by name here.
Our rosters are slightly in need of revision.
So not even can't look at that one. All right, back to pass, and
oops, that looked like a doink.
It was met right as the play came in. It was a great play on defense there by number 8, Jake Huner. There's so many Huners that have gone through
what
here.
What a great legacy that family has been to.
It was the Huners and the Swayzes. There's always been one. And now now the first Swayze's teaching here.
Yes.
Was he the first one?
I think so.
So, and an assistant coach.
I've had the privilege of having all 4 Huners in class, and they're wonderful young athletes and great students.
All right, so.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Great. And that's going to be touchdown Hillsboro. And that was a good job on the play action on that play.
Came right across the middle, hit a soft spot. But, again, Scott Blade's concern for this week, there were 3 guys that had contact with the player from 10 yards and in, and nobody could bring him down.
Yeah.
So you can read Scott Blade's mind right now.
Okay.
We're getting a kick attempt.
43.
Wait a minute, we have a player coming on the field right now. What is this? He was a little tardy coming on.
There's a few players that don't have the names on the roster.
Whoops.
So we're finding out, is that a new player? Oh. So that was the first PAT attempt on the year for Hillsboro. So is that player new? Is he new to the team?
No, he just.
That may be their.
Okay.
We should have kicked the first.
That may be their last PAT attempt of the year.
So all right.
It looked like a live grenade came back there. And
shout out to the Hillsboro coaches that are up here.
Absolutely.
They've been incredibly nice to us, and just love it when teams come in here. We want to, so we share a small space up here, but they've been great for us to have up here. So sometimes we just got to call them by numbers.
Was that not the opening drive of the half?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, they took it 6 minutes. They just marched it down the field.
So here we go. So here looks like that.
Is this some kind of what the?
Oh, we're on the wrong side.
It's been a weird night. It just keeps getting weirder.
I mean, I have to say, in my year, I've seen people shoot on the wrong basketball hoop a few times, but I have never seen a kickoff lined up the wrong way. So here we go.
Well,
I was like, are they doing an onside kick?
It looked like an onside kick.
Man, it's like a game of ultimate frisbee. You make the losing team run to the other side. All right.
We have a game, folks.
Woo! All right, so here comes the kickoff.
Back to a one-score game and plenty of time to go.
10-6. And this ball is going to be caught about the 15. And decent starting position, about the 29. I think that was Logan. Was that Logan with the...
Jordan Carpenter, I think.
Caden Williams. Is it 7?
About the 29-yard line.
I don't know. I'm just going to... I mean, at this point, with all the Hillsboro numbers.
Matt, I think you print these rosters off of America Online or something. These are a little bit in need of revision, buddy.
It was net zero. I went to net zero. I logged in on my 28K modem and went with it, man.
Your My Place page or My Face is a little bit out of date there.
Oh, and there it is. There was Logan. So, and this is, but the thing is that you don't know how many opportunities you're going to have to score with Hillsboro taking 6 minutes off the clock and the Eagles taking so much time off the clock as well. You know that nobody's scoring quickly in this game. Now with number 2,
you can.
Yeah.
But you need to get a few first downs to get your defense a chance to get a little bit of some air. You don't want to put the D-right back on the field. They've been out there a lot.
So Logan, there's a flag on that play.
Got a little bit physical there.
And let's see what they're calling on this.
Give it up for the hardest working performers in the house. Your independent cheerleaders, bringing it
tell you the other problem is we've got some guys playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
And so if we are gassed on defense, it's going to make it difficult to play both ways. This is on Independence.
Yes, it is. Looks like I did not see the call.
I guess procedure again.
Probably. Okay, so here we go.
Hillsborough looks energized after that score.
So 2nd and 10. And
Cash running for his life.
he's going to be brought down. About a 3-yard loss on the sack.
Cash sack by the Burrows.
I think that's the first time they've got to him that deep and dropped
I think
him.
so, too. I think that's the first sack of the night for them. But definitely playing off the energy of that last drive, and the Eagles tired. You know, the offense needs to get something going here because after a 6-minute drive, you don't want to give the ball back to a team after only 2 minutes off the clock.
You got Sheffield lined up in the slot over here, and obviously would like to get him the ball.
So here we go.
Big rush up the middle. Screen.
Oh!
They got to him.
And that was a good
coverage.
play. They recognized that play.
It wasn't a bad idea. They knew the house was coming. They just couldn't break clear.
So Eagles are going to punt the ball back to the Burrows with the 4th down and a mile, I'll just say.
Need to flip the field as much as possible here.
So good punt, and the Eagles definitely need to step up on D. They got the lead here, but knowing what we know now about their kicking game, they had the Burrows are going to have to score a touchdown. So
right. Even though I would love to see them attempt another kick.
And there is a good punt there. He's going to let that fall, and it's going to jet backwards. So, you know, it's a dart.
I think we can say with great confidence that Hillsborough will not be placing the ball for a kick tonight. Might just go Ben Roethlisberger and go for 2 on every score. So it appears, Matt, we are not the only game that's been suffering from lightning delays across the county tonight.
Yep.
It's going to be a long night for a lot of coaches.
Yes, and a lot of announcers. So 1st and 10, just on their side of the 50. And they're going to hand it off to Williams, and Williams is
hole
through. And
that's a really big tackle there, because otherwise he's probably got another 20 yards.
yeah, easy on that. So right now, the Eagles' defense definitely looks tired, and they cannot be tired. Cannot be tired right now.
But
So
this is classic football. The offensive line that wears down the D-line controls the second half, controls the game.
Yep.
Here he comes again. Big holes. Another 8 yards. He is really slashing. Williams has really changed the game as a change of pace back.
Injury timeout on the field.
Let's see who we have down for Indy. Indy training staff on the field to attend to the player. He's on the far side, so I didn't see who it was.
Yeah. So once again,
Maybe a cramp.
let's hope that's all.
He's got the legs sticking up in the air.
Okay. So let's hope this is very minor. But the one good thing is that this is going to give a break to the defense, who really needs it right now.
He's up and shaking that calf out. Got to see if we can get a number.
Ethan Pickering, the injured Eagle.
He's putting some weight on it. I think he's going to just shake it off a little bit.
That's got cramp written all over it.
I get those just waking up in the morning. It doesn't take much.
You need more potassium, Matt.
Probably. Whatever. Is there potassium in Dr. Pepper?
Probably.
All right, so handing off to Williams
Outside.
again.
Big hole.
And he's going to
gone.
go. And touchdown Burrows. So that right there. So now the Burrows have taken the lead. It is 12-10, and I'm feeling that they're going to go for 2 on this.
I'm thinking we see a 2-point conversion attempt here, which would make it 14-10. That's the smart money, even if you have a kicker.
Well, we'll see.
They're looking at their sideline, but they're in no rush to send the kicker on. Here comes somebody. So this is actually a critical play. If Indy can manage to hold here, they keep it within the field goal. We've already seen the leg of Landry. He's already put one through the uprights tonight. So you really want to hold this here and keep your team within the field goal of, of winning.
And the quarterback's going to keep it.
There's flags all over the place.
That has to be. I mean, like, I didn't see.
It's right in the middle, but.
The defense is staying out there.
No.
And okay, so there's a 2-point game. So that brings the score to 12-10. So it's definitely just a field goal. Just a field goal for the Eagles to take back the lead. But right now, they're not thinking that at all.
No. I know they just need to string some first downs together. Give the defense a chance to catch their breath. All Hillsborough this quarter.
And Eagles for coming out to tonight's game for Heritage.
And the yardage has been all on the ground on that drive. They just went.
They found kind of a hole there on that right side. They're kind of using it.
But Damian Williams is just taking over.
He's having a breakout game right now.
He is. I mean, this might be a critical moment for Hillsborough season. They can do the old thunder and lightning thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they get Jemison back and change the pace, that might really diversify their offense.
So here comes the kickoff, and the Eagles really want to just get the ball into Sheffield's hands here if they can. And the Burrows are going to.
That's a good kickoff. A pitch to Sheffield. Good idea.
Okay, get the ball to 26, and now
Sheffield bringing it out to the 27-yard
there.
line, 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
I like the idea.
Hey, Sheffield brothers still at Michigan.
So here is, so we're going to bring up 1st and 10. The Eagles definitely need to get something going on this, and see this player can get off the field, and they barely just got off. So shotgun snap, we're going to hand the ball off, and not a whole lot. Ooh, they whistled that play.
That's a quick whistle, wasn't it?
They whistled that play dead a little bit early.
Ball carried by Jack Phillips.
So Phillips with the carry, and where the referee stopped the play, it's going to be about a yard loss. So 1:50 remaining.
If you were at Centennial last week, you're having a hard time believing this score.
Yeah, they pretty much put up a 40 spot in the first 3 quarters. But not having Cisco out there and the confidence of that, of throwing, and also Collier.
Right, no, it's true.
It's because when you have.
Oh,
the play was there.
And
I got to say, Cash did a good job on there and getting the play.
Jack would like to have that one back.
Yep, he would. That's going to bring up 3rd and 11, and the Eagles really need to get a first down here because this half has been all Burrows. Burrows have really dug into the ground. They've really burrowed.
Okay, almost a hook.
In the ground. I had to go there. It was just, I was trying to figure out a way to bring it in that wasn't kind of sly, but then I didn't want the, you know. So here comes the screen.
Nothing doing.
And going to be a short gain on the play.
Whoopsies. We got some
little extracurricular right now.
Jay Henderson on the stop for the Burros.
Chill, 15.
So here we go. So we have
emotions rising a little bit.
Yeah. So now we got 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. We have any updates on any other games in the county tonight?
I think everyone's like us, just trying to get into the second half and get through this weather. See if we can get a summit.
A nice punt. And he hits it! And
I think he got on it. He got on it.
Hillsboro got on that.
Boy,
and
that was a close call. That was one of those weird plays where the downfield guy had no idea what the ball was, and it just grazed off of him.
And heads up play to dive on it. But now the Eagles need to play a little defense here.
Over across town, Summit, beginning of the fourth quarter, is down 2 to Nolensville, 10-8. Fairview is up huge on Waverly.
There you go, Fairview.
And Brentwood is up 24-20, whoever they're playing. Who is Brentwood playing tonight?
It's not Ravenwood, is it?
No, Ravenwood's got Page.
Weird.
And that game was 7-0 Ravenwood at the half. A lot of low-scoring games tonight.
Yeah.
Looks like the last play of the quarter here.
18 seconds left. Williams is going to take the handoff, and they're going to stop him for about a 4-yard gain.
More pushing and shoving.
Williams on the carry, tackle by Colby Logan.
Both teams need to remain disciplined here.
Kind of chill a little bit, and here comes, looks like the end of the quarter right now. So at the end of the quarter, it's Hillsboro Burros leading your Independence Eagles 12-10.
And at the end of the third quarter, stick around, fourth quarter action coming up in just
and that quarter was all Hillsboro.
It was. Well, let me revise my scoreboard. Waverly's making a game of it. It's 42-35.
Oh, there we go.
Come on, Kurt Jones.
Once again, folks, we want to give a special shout out to our sponsors: Blue Bonds Craft Pizza, McDonald's of Spring Hill, Phillips Framing, Rock Harbor Marine, and Blue Moon Waterfront Grill.
So,
Advantage, Quick Auto, and Exhaust.
Gonna see what the plan is for this fourth quarter.
You know, sometimes, Matt, when you have a player go down, your team just rallies around. I'm not sure Jemison's departure didn't rally Hillsboro, it get them fired up because they definitely controlled the tone. Going for the crazy train, reaching down deep now. Well, with the ball control offense, you got to wonder how many more shots Indy's going to get to touch the ball in this game. So you have no choice but to keep it within one score here if you want to be able to stay the offense you have instead of starting to air it out. Playing catch up with a new quarterback, it's not a position you want to be in.
Nope. So looks like a lot of players just kind of walking gingerly out there. One of the big linemen for Hillsboro looks to be a little dinged up, but he's giving it a go. All right.
What do we have here?
Number 51 is coming off.
That's unusual. Equipment?
Probably an equipment issue. So not exactly sure. So it's a interesting start to the quarter.
It's just been a
You don't really, I don't know what's going on. Kind of confused. And they're going to hand the ball off. Williams again, and he's going to.
Hold the ball, hold the ball.
Oh!
And the ball was taken out.
It's down.
They're going to call him down?
This is not going to be a popular decision. That's the first down.
No fumble on the play. First down for the Burros.
Maybe he was down. All right, Damian Williams, you ready for the handoff?
Hold the ball, Jamal.
Maybe a hold.
Flag.
Zach Smith making the stop for the Eagles.
Zach Smith and his 36 ACT making the hit.
So they're going to count it off, yep.
Holding on Hillsborough.
Where's that Sean Smith? There's a lot of Smiths.
Yeah, just a few. All right, so that's going to bring up 1st and 20 after the hold on that, or more.
I did not make.
That was not a. That was. It must have been a personal foul.
Spot foul, potentially.
Must have been a personal foul. I don't know. The referees are not. It's like it's weird because I can't. Usually they come out in the middle of the field and show you. This time they're just doing it from like where the foul was, and so I'm having a tough time.
They have a dinner date potentially. Got to keep the clock rolling.
So they're going to pass on this.
Oh
Incomplete.
Boy, that was kind of forced into a window.
Incomplete for the Burros.
If Zach could have got his head turned there, he might have had one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Hillsborough wants to stop the clock there either.
No. Hillsborough wants to take up as much time as possible, but, I mean, at this point, Eagles are going to get the ball back.
Right. Or is it going to be down 2 or more?
Yeah. So handing the ball off, and good tackle on that play.
You could see by the reaction of their quarterback, he knew they
player
just
for
missed
Hillsborough slow to get up. There's so much. I think the humidity tonight.
For the Burros.
Look, number 14's done a good job tonight of managing the game. Hillsborough has had that one turnover, which was kind of a fluky thing, but they've done a good job of holding the ball. And so has Indy, honestly. It's been a clean game as far as turnovers.
So
good rollout here. Oh, good route. Good route.
And you can't, I tell you what, that's got to be frustrating because you can't have a
pass complete to
1st and 22.
Tackled by Alex Picker.
It was a designed rollout, just well executed.
Mm-hmm. So here we go, 1st and 10. And now back to the steady handoffs. And
a lot of east-west.
Flag on the play.
Not too much north-south.
Buter first to arrive for the Eagles on the stop.
lots of flags.
In this half, it's been a lot more laundry.
And it's going to be against Hillsborough again. So another holding. It's wild how much. So now the Eagles got to stop them here. So now it's like a 1st and 18, and you just can't give up those big plays.
You know, the little guys from Heritage Elementary still rocking down there in the end zone.
Hey, listen, they're up past their bedtime.
They are, man.
They're hanging out, man. They're like, lightning warning? This is great.
Got this dude doing a barrel roll down here. This is amazing.
And flag on the play.
Come on, y'all.
False start. That's going to be another 5 yards. So now 1st and 23.
False start on the offense. That'll back him up 5 more.
So The frustration's mounting next to us.
A little self-destruction.
And so, tell you what, when you get penalties and then you get first downs after them, you are padding your stats.
Truth.
All right, going to hand the ball off.
Good hole. Good hole.
Hold it. Keep rolling.
Oh, my.
Going to pick up about 14 on that. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
Again, Indy had him wrapped at the 8. And Williams spins out of it and gets another 6 after contact.
Hey, folks, it's not too late to get something to eat at the concession stand. Half-price burger sale going on now. Get you some.
That sounds like the good old half-price burger sale.
Man, hey, we're working the concessions together later on this year.
That's right. Come support us. Senior night.
All right, hole up the middle, and he's going to take it, and that's going to be close to a first down.
I think he's got it.
Madison Company on the stop for the
No, they're going to call it about a yard short. All right. 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the quarter.
If you're Hillsboro, you just run it up the middle twice if you have to, because you're not going to punt it here.
Third down and 1.
Not from what we've seen from their special teams play tonight.
No, and their offensive line's confident, so this is 2 downs, more likely to get a yard, a short yard. Another Eagle slow to get up.
Bob Russell on the carry for the Burros.
Yep, another Eagle down.
Looks like he got wind knocked out of him.
He did get hit pretty hard.
Timeout on the field, an injured Eagle.
Talk about a tale of 2 games. Or at least a tale of 2 halves.
Can we get a lightning warning? Not sure who that is down for the Eagles.
He was in on the point of attack. He went straight back after he made the hit. Miss Brandy Williams is earning her paycheck tonight.
So 7:46 remaining. And I kind of see what's happening here.
This is the hold you have to make.
Yep. Well, the good news is that if they score a touchdown, they're probably only they have to go for 2. So there's a chance that be up by 8. But right now,
correct. You're right. Yeah, we got the cart and the horse here. Oh, good ending happening over at Summit. Nolensville up 13-8 at the 2-minute warning, but Summit with the ball in Nolensville territory. Looks like a good ending. Jack's had a busy night. He's been all over the place. All right, defensive coordinator Balser, what are we going to do here?
Well, if I was the coach, I would look at my players and I would say, find the guy with the ball and tackle them.
You're going to go far, kid.
So, and if you grab a hold, you stay holding on to them.
Until they fall and touch the ground.
And hand off to
Williams is gone.
1 minute, big dude. Oh!
He's in.
And touchdown Burros. Just like that.
Baby.
Just like that. And like the defense, they've been on the field the majority of the second half. And so how can you, at that point, there's nothing you can do. So we'll see what they're going to come in on this. So going for the 2-point conversion.
Their change of pace back has put up a ton of yards in this half.
Yes.
Short of the end zone.
Oh, short of the end zone.
The arms went up.
Oh, ref.
All right.
Actually, no, that might be a good thing for Hillsborough.
That's probably a good thing for
Hillsborough.
Hillsborough.
Yeah.
So let's see.
The only silver lining for Indy is the clock would have favored them. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
So we'll see if they go for 2 on this.
I confirm your suspicion on the conversion.
So here we go.
Williams inside.
And he's in. So 20-10. So Hillsborough opens up a 2-score lead. The Eagles are going to have to.
2-point conversion's good for the Burros. That makes it 20-10 Hillsborough.
That is 20 unanswered too.
Yep, all in the second half. So at this point,
needing 2 scores, your options
got to score quick.
Your options are limited. You call number 2 and you put the Superman cape on him and say, "What do you got?" Of course, Hillsborough knows that too.
It's true.
Indy does not want to be facing 1-3 with the trip to Franklin next week.
Nope, that's for sure.
Because Franklin's had some tough losses this year, but they are solid.
And here's the kick. It looks like it's going to.
Just not much on the return game tonight.
Campbell on the return for the Eagles. 1st and 10.
Seven minutes, 3 timeouts, down 10. Cash airing it out.
And Sheffield, and that's where you got to go. And about a 30-yard play there. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah, we have 25-ish, yeah.
My math skills right now. I mean, I've been at Independence since about 6:45 this morning. It's going on 10 o'clock.
I can beat you, Matt. I've been here since 5:30.
You crazy.
Yeah.
You cross-country coaches.
Well, that didn't take long.
So that's kind of ideal. And so that's a good position. So what the Eagles need to do here is they need to score and they need to stop. So I'll be curious if they can score here, if they are going to onside kick it.
It all depends on how long it takes for them to punch it in. With the timeouts, if you can get this done relatively quickly, I think the conservative thing is to try to kick it deep because you know Guidry's going, not Guidry, I'm sorry, wrong Landis. You know Landis going to kick it, bomb it out of the end zone. So put 6 on the board here quickly. I say you give your defense one more chance.
Listen, I've seen stranger things happen in high school football.
I've seen strange things in this stadium.
Who was it, Riverdale?
Blackman.
Blackman, oh my God.
That's a night nobody will forget here.
White 15.
So here we go. And starting up here. And here we go. 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining.
Cash
is going to run it. And he's going to pick up a couple yards. Avoids the sack.
Yeah. So I'll give you that though.
So Sean, the keeper, brings up second down for the Eagles.
Indy taking a little too much time to come to the line.
Holding. Yeah, Molly.
Okay. Something out of nothing there.
Logan there, yeah.
Colby Logan for a completion. Brings up third down for the Eagles.
So right now you're obviously, there's no punting anymore in this game.
No, absolutely not.
Come on, 15.
Getting the ball to Sheffield. He's trying to find a hole. He's going to be tackled for about a 1-yard loss.
See you, Chance.
Chance Williams on the stop. Sheffield.
Inside 6 minutes.
So.
Equipment. Number 10 has tape coming off all over his body. It looks like a mummy over there. Look like a Scooby-Doo cartoon for a second.
So here we go. Big fourth down. Big fourth down.
Cass stayed in there.
And Sheffield with a catch.
That was circus.
I got to tell you, and what made me happy about that play is not only did we capture it up here, but I saw Evans Hicks right on the down line of that play.
Your
So let's hope.
Let's coverage for that.
Let's
catch,
hope.
Yes.
So I'm going to give a shout out to my boys in the trenches down there, Evans and Bradley Hicks, the freshman senior brother combo. Doing the game tonight. And Logan is going to go to the house. Touchdown, Eagles! So we have ourselves a little bit of a football game.
It's just crazy tonight. 2 plays. It's 4th and 5, and suddenly you look up and
okay. So now with 5 minutes to go, obviously enough time.
I think we have a full complement on timeout still too.
Yep.
Big PAT though. You want to put this one through. Keep it 3.
Yep. And it is true. And so the score is 20-17. So we got ourselves a game.
Go anywhere.
All right. So you kick this thing deep, and you ask your defense to make a stop. What's they're due for?
Yes.
If you like probability.
So the flag runners are still moving in. I tell you what, they're not getting as many push-ups in tonight as the last time.
Oh, we have a massive upset over at Summit. Nolansville has knocked off Summit. That's big time.
Oof. Nolansville is, but as they now have a senior class there.
That's true.
It's a whole. If you remember, the second year that we had seniors here, we got second in state.
That's true. We went from 3-7 to 7-3 and got hot in the playoffs.
But
that's Nolansville's first win over a big county school.
Yeah.
That's good for them.
Yeah, it's good for some. I mean, good for The rivalry versus Summit has actually become a pretty fun rivalry.
Yes.
If we keep it clean, it's pretty good.
It is.
So.
It won't be too long before we're playing Nolansville. They're going on the side, Matt.
And the Eagles look like they got it. And they did! and what's interesting about that is that The ball did not go 10 yards, but Hillsborough touched it first.
And made it a live ball.
And so a mistake from them is great for us. So now
they're talking about it. Let's see what they say. They're putting the ball down.
Yeah, it's Eagle ball.
4:49 to go.
Now I hope we got that play covered.
So much for my let's kick it deep idea. Scott said nope.
So got the onside kick, and now
here we go again. Big rush up the middle. That was a pass to the logo at midfield.
I'm looking. There was a receiver in the vicinity, but you know what? It was smart not to take a sack there.
That's called scrambling for your life.
Cash has done a good job tonight.
He really
not making mistakes. I hope I'm not jinxing him on this.
No, for a first start.
But first start in an Eagles uniform.
Both sides of the ball have been responsible with how they've taken care of the ball up to this point. But he had a lot of guys coming. And they're coming again.
And
it's a good route. It's a good route.
Brings up 3rd and 10. You don't want to waste. You don't want to waste that onside kick.
Going for Brian Pierce again, who already has one score on the night. Well, I don't know if I want to bring it up. If you don't convert here, do you go for it right here, or do you punt? What do you do, man?
I don't know.
It's turned into a chess match really quickly. Cash in trouble.
So
Scott's got to make a quick decision here. It's 4th and a lot.
Eagle sack. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I think you throw it to 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to 2. Watch 2.
I think Hillsborough knows where they're going. I don't think I think the kids that hang out behind the bleachers know where they're going.
This clock is running though, so are we going to run this down, take a timeout, or
no? They're gonna go for this play here. They're gonna put it in the hands of their quarterback.
It's in, zips it.
Oh! What a catch by TJ Sheffield, and everybody in the stadium knew where they were going on that play. Everybody. And you know what? All right.
The ball was in the air for like half an hour too. It's like.
TJ's a great kid. TJ's a great kid.
He really is.
And love the family.
Well, here we go. 36 yards.
We're going to hand the ball off. And
good hole.
And
good second effort.
And that's going to be a first down. And the Eagles right now. And the Eagles now are in a situation to where they just need to keep the ball moving forward, try to pick up some first downs.
You have your timeouts.
Because what you don't want to do is give Hillsborough any time at all. But this team needs this at this point in the season, especially after last week's game. They can come back and win this. They're going to hand the ball off again. He's got some room, and right now
that's a good. You'll take that every play right now.
Every single play. And I tell you what, Hillsborough may be starting to get a little tired and playing on their heels a little bit because now their defense has been out there for a little while. And
that's twice TJ's just broken their hearts when the game would have been pretty much over.
Fourth down plays, and but that's you go in those situations. You go to your playmakers.
Ethan Cash money tonight on those 4th down plays.
And just going with Logan on that one.
It's going to bring
Colby Logan.
And what, 2 minutes?
Logan running, tackled by Darian Williams for the Burros.
So get a first down here because we're creeping with about 2 minutes to go.
Looks like
up 3rd and 1 for the Eagles.
It's a weird one.
3rd and a longish.
That's what I was thinking.
Longish one.
They are definitely slowing the pace down.
Yeah. So 1:55 remaining. And handing it off to Logan. And here's 4th down. So what do you do here?
Logan stopped by Chance Williams.
Do you
start TJ again?
do you?
What about just sneaking it with Cash?
I mean, maybe.
How close are they?
So here comes another 4th down.
Down to the Eagles.
So
they're running it down, Matt. We're going to take a timeout.
I think so.
7 seconds on the play clock.
Coach Blade, that's my old coach. Why am I even tripping? I know my old coach.
So all right, this is going to be
minute 4.
So I think we're going for. I think we're going to be going for. You think they're kicking the field goal here?
Not a chance.
Coach Blade, Coach G.
Not 4th and 1.
Oh yeah, I told you that when we won state.
So here we go.
The way the defense is gassed, you want this game to end right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to alternate possessions with these guys.
No, not with.
Number 2 is still lively.
So they're saying 4th and 1 on the scoreboard. I don't believe it's 4th and 1.
It looks like 4th and 2 from the way they changed the position.
Yeah. If not more, but I can't listen. My eyesight is I have the eyes of a 125-year-old.
Matt and I combined up have 20 over 200 vision between us.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean,
we can tell you there are football players on the field. And we did see the lightning earlier.
Yeah, we did.
What in the world do you call here?
Um,
it's so much easier to call 4th and 15 than it is 4th and 2, you know. Colby's been good in the backfield. Timeout.
And Hillsboro's going to call timeout.
They want to see what.
And now we can talk about it a little bit more.
I know. I think Hillsboro knows this is they're going to have a hard time moving the ball 90 yards. They just want to hold and win. Well, this is the closest game we've had on this field in quite some time to come down to the final possession.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good luck. I think it's good luck to have you up here, Coach.
It's not been boring. It's been wild.
Is it all that your hopes and dreams have been living up to this moment?
My life aspiration of standing beside Matt Bowles, or the bucket list is one item shorter after this one.
You have to have about 300 things on your bucket list then?
I know, but man,
this is number 299.
This one's right next to skydiving, and I'm really feeling good to have this one off.
This one's more dangerous than skydiving.
It might be. It might be.
Here you go, fans. 4th down.
Here comes another 4th down. Can we convert on 3 4th downs on one drive?
TJ in motion. What do we have here? 15 seconds on the play clock. Cash is walking away. This is fantastic if you like coaching strategy, but it's nightmarish if you're sitting in the stands.
It's like you.
Their turn.
Instead of freezing the kicker, they're freezing the fans.
Freezing something. So, at least it's not like hot anymore.
No. Oh, that's a poorly timed sweet child of mine. It's just not the occasion.
Is there really a poorly timed sweet child of mine? I mean, there's certain. I mean, like,
I need some Queen right now.
What, Radio Gaga? All right, so we got about a 4th and 3 on this.
We're gonna go watch Bohemian Rhapsody when it comes out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're kicking!
Oh, would you?
Scott Blade just never ceases to amaze.
I love it. I love it. I love the. the trickery.
Snap place kick.
And
Whoops.
it's
no
good.
He pulled it.
It's no good.
What a bizarre way to
and after the timeouts. So Hillsboro's got the ball. Independence does not have enough timeouts left, and that's gonna.
What a bizarre.
That's gonna wrap it up.
The game couldn't have ended any other strange way than that. I don't know if there was something wrong with the placement.
Yeah, just kind of pushed it there.
Wide right. Well, that's a tough one.
Yeah, well, but at the end of the day, you know.
They had their chances.
Timeout, Hillsboro.
Maybe rethinking that one for a while.
Hey, folks, we remind you at the conclusion of tonight's
Yeah.
game, if you could pick up any trash that's in your immediate city.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, brother.
It is what it is. And as we have another timeout, because let's
use them all, baby. You know, kudos to Hillsboro for not giving up down 10. Those dudes definitely hung in there.
Oh, yeah.
They played their offense.
This was a well-fought game.
It was.
And one of their best player went out, and they still went through it. So
it's a
now
good test for both squads.
Yeah.
If that goes through the uprights, who knows? We might be here 2 in the morning.
Yeah, there's probably another storm coming through, and I'll be like, "Well, lightning delay, we are done."
Yeah, it's going to be another week where the coaching staff has to rally the troops and focus on the next one. But they did improve this week in many of the aspects they wanted to improve.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to make them feel better tomorrow morning, but
no,
definitely some improvement on the aspects of tackling, being in the right position. But Hillsboro's lost a bunch of close games to us, and so eventually the pendulum has to swing back the other way, and this was their turn.
Football. Just going to take a kneel on it there.
Football be like
Scott's
that,
going to call timeout. I believe that's Independence's last timeout. Make him snap it one extra time. So how much more do you have left in the cross-country season, Coach?
We're maybe at the third point. You know, it's the good stuff is definitely still to come. We're just waiting for the weather to break. Just like football, we're also dealing with the injuries from the summer mile setting in, so we're putting some duct tape on people. Good game, Coach. Yes. Hey, we'll see you soon. We'll see you soon.
So, well, look at that.
Bumping into my fellow brethren up here. Yeah, but we got 12 seniors on the guy squad, so this is a year we've kind of been waiting for, and it's off to a good start.
Senior banquet's going to be a long one for you.
Well, I'll try to go quick. I know they let me go first before people get feisty. So if Coach John Carter's out there listening anyway, I got to do you justice, Coach Carter. I've got to follow up your maestro mastery of the banquet. None better.
Oh my word! All right, so that's going to bring it down. So now we have
one snap to go.
More snap, it looks like.
Unless they do one of those Tennessee Arkansas things from the 90s, I think this is it.
Yeah, I think so too. It's about a 3-second differential. And Matt Catlett's over here. She's crying after this game. The emotion, and I think she's just crying that because the game is over and she enjoyed working it so much.
I think so. Those are tears of joy.
But shout out to my crew tonight. I really appreciate their work. It means a lot to me to have these media students come out here day in and day out. And this looks like we're going to wrap up the game. I don't think there's going to be another snap even. So, Coach, Matt, I thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a great time. And congratulations to Hillsboro. What a good game. And they're going to shake at midfield. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Good night.